Hello YouTube, we're back again to check out another couple of phones. This time Windows is back. It's Microsoft with the Windows Phone 10 line, Microsoft Lumia 950, Microsoft Lumia 950 XL. This is the big one, this is the more powerful one, this is the little one, this is the cheaper one. So let's check them out, see what's inside and see if they're really up to snuff. We're unboxing the 950 and the 950 XL at the same time. They're very similar phones, one's a little bit higher in spec. This is the cheaper phone, it's the 950. So pulling it out of the lovely cardboard box feels very smooth. As you can see here, covered in plastic. Imagine here we've got the charging bits and pieces. Pulling this out. Yep, we've got the charger, charging port, and another USB Type-C connector there as well. This is the full charger. This is for connecting into your PC. Going next up, we've got the Microsoft phone itself. It's the Lumia 950. It's quite well made in plastic, but it's still a plastic phone. You've got buttons up the side here, camera button dedicated there, and at the bottom it's Type-C, so it's a different connector. So if you've got old phones with the micro USB, that won't work. But ultimately it's a cheaper feeling phone, it's the cheaper of the two phones, that makes sense. So moving on to the 950 XL, again very similar box, very similar way of pulling it out. So we know what's going to be in here, it's going to be the same accessories, and yeah, we've got the USB Type-C connector and the charger itself. Again, this phone is a little bit better made. It's still the same plastic casing. The buttons are nicely put together with a power button and two volume up and above it. And the camera key right here at the bottom. Again, Type-C at the bottom and a slightly more powerful camera on the back. So both phones are at the box, they're fired up. And as you can see, the difference really is size. We've got the 950 next to the 950 XL. This one's the smaller phone, it's the cheaper phone. It's got the 808 Snapdragon processor, 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB on board. Flip them both over. As you can see, both plastic, both, they're quite cheap feeling in the hand. It's just a shame really. The build quality just isn't there. Microsoft needs a phone that's really premium, really flagship, and just you feel like it's top of the range. It competes with iPhones, with Samsungs, but these are just plastic phones really. And it's great in the fact that you can pull the backs off, because it means that you can get to, as you can see here, you get to the nano SIM, micro SIM, expandable, batteries removable. A lot of fans will like that. Snaps back on rather easily, but it does mean that the keys down the side here, they're a bit plastic, they just don't feel brilliant. Same here, it's a little bit harder to remove this one. It's a little bit stuck on, but again, that's larger battery, micro SD goes in there, nano SIM goes under the battery there. As you can see, the camera, a little bit better here, it's got a sort of a nicer design to it, same 3-tone LED flash on both 20 megapixels again, both screens, both AMOLED, sorry. We don't know if they're made by Samsung or not. QHD resolution, this one's slightly larger obviously, and this is the more premium of the two phones. As you can see up here as well, we've got the iris scanner, which means when you turn it on, you don't need a fingerprint, it looks in your eyes, makes sure you're you, and it's theoretically more safe and secure. Takes a little bit longer to get going, unfortunately, but it's interesting, it's something different, and it's great to see Microsoft trying stuff like that. On the bottom here, we've got USB Type-C. That allows for faster charging, more data to go across. Again, it's a nice touch to have, and it means you can do things like plugging your phone into the Continuum dock and it'll turn it into a big PC-like experience in one go. Again, something different that Microsoft's offering. Will it work? Will people be engaged with that? I don't know. You've got a laptop already, you're probably pretty happy with that, but it's there and it's an option. So let's quickly fire up the cameras themselves, just see how well they work. Camera button here, click it on properly. The camera button is really welcome. Turn that on. It's really quick to fire up as well. It's really nice. Camera itself, really quick. Do the same here, make sure it's clipped on. Again, camera fires up, yeah, it's pretty close. So yeah, it really works. You know, the camera's there, it's nice to have the camera button. Overall, I mean, these are good phones. They're solid, they're well made, they're Windows phones. So the key question of whether Windows 10 Mobile will work is the fact that the apps on it just aren't good enough right now. You know, if you go across here, yeah, you've got some, they're downloading, and with Windows 10 it has universal apps, so they'll scale from desktop down to tablet, down to phone, and that's a great thing, and that's going to encourage more developers in to do stuff. Right now, there aren't enough apps on there. You know, Instagram and Facebook are there, but will they be updated? These are all the key questions in the kind of the fight with iPhone and Android. So Microsoft needs to work really, really hard with developers to get really good apps, and it will build on a good ecosystem. Hopefully we'll see even better phones in the future, more premium materials, better cameras. It's a good start, it's just whether it entices enough people in is the key question. So that's the 950 and 950 XL from Microsoft. They're the new Windows 10 phones. What do you think? Do you think these are the phones that are going to save Microsoft's mobile business? Do you like what you see? Do you want to see more? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, see us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the above, and check out the website. Thanks very much.